morning. I am stressed out. My sister is graduating high school, and my relatives, a lot of relatives, are coming today. Well, not the majority of them are actually coming today, but my grandparents are coming today. My uncle is coming today with his girlfriend, which we have not met yet, so that's a little bit stressful. And also, I have a lot more in terms of chores and whatever to do today. And I'm going to have lunch with my boyfriend, and I'm just kind of all over the place. Yesterday was kind of a hard day for some reason. I was just not having it. I was stressed out. I did not want to do anything, but I had to, well, at the end of the day, I didn't want to do anything. I was just doing stuff all day in terms of chores. I was just, the whole entire day, literally the whole day was jam-packed with chores, and it just is kind of, I don't like it. I do like doing chores. I do like cleaning, actually. It's something that I do enjoy doing, but not to the extent that I've been doing it, and like to the extremes that it's been happening all day, every day for the past week to get ready for company, because I live in kind of a big house with 5 other people, and 5 animals, so it just is kind of a lot, especially if you factor in, like, picking people up, dropping people off, just kind of being part of that big family. And I hope I'm not getting sick. It might just be, like, morningness happening, but I just have to get still some stuff done. I need to do some vacuuming, I need to do some cleaning and organizing. People are coming today around 2:30ish, or I think that's when they're touching down, landing. I wanted to go see I was just really upset yesterday because I wanted to go see my boyfriend yesterday, but then it didn't end up working out, and I felt like I just really had to get away from this house and all this stuff, but then that didn't happen. So now we're having lunch today, and I'm hoping that just kind of like getting away for a little bit and a little bit of relaxation before the tidal wave of people and things happens, because not only then are some people gonna come over, but then tomorrow there are gonna be even more people coming over for more graduation. And it's funny because when I was graduating, I feel like that it wasn't as big of a deal because I was here for my graduation party for just a little bit of time. I went to other people's graduation parties, because this one was kind of really for family and to almost entertain family that had come to the actual graduation ceremony. At that time, I wasn't actually around. I was going to other people's graduation parties, and then also my senior party, which was at a bowling alley, and went until like 3 o'clock in the morning. I came home early because I don't want to stay out that late, but not that early. It was like 1 in the morning, but I was like, I'm tired and I'm done. I wasn't really here, so I didn't really experience that, and I am glad that I don't have to go out and do a whole ton of stuff. I also am kind of iffy because that means that I have to stay here and be amongst people for a long time. So I wonder what is going to happen in terms of that. I'm going to be kind of happy for it to be over and then just be able to have some time to hang out and maybe just hang out with my boyfriend, not have to do a whole ton, just kind of like go over to his place and just kind of forget about everything. I don't know why this is stressing me out so much. I think it's just because I've had a lot to do and I'm meeting new people and there's a lot of people coming over, and that sometimes stresses me out, you know, like when you get people together and you're just like, oh gosh, like I hope that everything turns out okay. And also my boyfriend's going to be coming, so that means that a lot of the family is going to be meeting him, so I think there's just a lot happening at somebody else's graduation. So yeah, gonna see how it goes. I just made my bed and I realized that I was coughing a lot, and I don't know, it probably is just allergies because I have a lot of allergies. I'm actually allergic to cats, dogs, and grass. So it's just very kind of like ubiquitous things that are all around. But anyways, I remember that I got this. I saw this on my desk, and this is a little care package from the preschool where I volunteered for a little bit. And it's funny, of course, because I mean it has gum in it and other kinds of things, but it also has some emergency Immune Plus dietary supplement. This is probably just a powder, and then also hand sanitizer. So it's like stuff that maybe you would need at a preschool where the kids are gross and there's a lot of sickness going around. So I'm thinking that maybe today I'll take one of these and just kind of see how it is. Yeah, vitamin C and D, B vitamins, electrolytes, proprietary complex antioxidants. I don't know anything about that kind of stuff, so... Ooh, flavored fizzy drink mix with other natural flavors, yeah. I'm just walking around because that's what I do when I talk. Raspberry, maybe I'll try one of those because if I am getting sick, maybe it'll just help me get that extra boost so I'm not just sick in the middle of everything. Hello again. The last time that you saw me, I was going to go to my boyfriend's house for a little while, and I just didn't end up doing anything and vlogging anything, but it was kind of fun. There was one night when it was really hot, and then we went to the pool at like past 10 o'clock at night. Technically it was closed, but we didn't know that. And we were the only ones there, and the pool was quite cold, but it still did feel quite nice because it was so hot. I did not go all the way in, but it was fun. So now I'm back home again and pretty much just getting ready for the trip to Europe. And we're going to the UK, and I'm excited, but it also is kind of stressful. I've had a dream about us, I think it was going there, and then realizing that I had not packed a suitcase at all, and I had nothing. So I think that, of course, just trips in general are kind of stressful right now. I am doing dishes while watching the World Cup because I really like the World Cup. So there are just some things that I'm going to try to get done, and yeah, hopefully I will bring you along in preparing and packing for the trip. So here's the thing about technology. I got my computer after middle school, so it's been 7 years, but I guess it's my fault. I'm gonna start over, because I have a computer and I spilled, well, it's a laptop, and I spilled a little bit of oil on it because I use oil for a lot of my, like, beauty bath products, and then my computer's in my room, whatever, and then oil got on my computer. And it got on the trackpad, and then it made it almost impossible to use the trackpad. The mouse was going everywhere, you know, it was just like on the screen like brrrr. So then I couldn't do anything, so now I have a different mouse for that. My iPad, which I use a lot for more like entertainment stuff. I never used my computer really for watching anything. It was just the tablet, and now it just stopped working. Like, it literally was sitting there on, charged, fine, and it just stopped working. It just turned off and has not turned back on. So I think I'm gonna have to try to plug it into the computer to see, but just a pain. And also, I've been trying to get pictures off of my phone for a very long time, and it just has not been working. It keeps saying, this cannot be completed because the file cannot be read. And it's weird because, I mean, it's all Apple products, it all should kind of work. It should be the same as before, but for some reason lately it's been a little bit weird. But today, finally, I've gotten more stuff to work. So I'm hoping that I have all the pictures that I need for everything that I want to do, and the videos for everything, but the problem is, I seemed to have lost some pictures for a blog post that I was going to do. Just have to take a picture of the stuff again, and the problem is the thing that I need to take a picture of is soap, and I've been using it, so now it looks more grimy and misshapen and better, I mean worse than it did before. And also, the company that made the soap is a local company, and I was going to put it in the post as well, and then now I don't know what it is because I took a picture of it and then recycled the wrapping that it was in. So now I just have no idea. So technology is failing me, or I'm failing it. Either one. This mouse stops working, I swear. From this angle, my arm looks like really strong. Not really, but just the angle. I don't want to have to turn it on and off again. I might have to. Okay, here I go. Oh, there we are. There it goes. Okay, well, the mouse is working, but the screen is dark. Oh, there we go. This mouse does not like the desk. It was low in battery. It just doesn't tell me these things. I realized a couple things while looking at the video, one of which is that the camera is incredibly shaky at the beginning, but also I didn't give any kind of update or anything about the graduation at all. It just goes to directly afterwards, and I would say the graduation portion went well. I forgot my phone, so I wasn't, and we left very early to go to the ceremony, so I was not able to do much, so then I was upset. But also, I didn't really want to just, like, blatantly film with family around, I guess, or a lot of family around. The graduation ceremony itself was a little bit weird. I mean, it wasn't bad, but it seemed almost, like, a little bit casual and as if people hadn't practiced very much for what they were supposed to do. So it kind of turned out to be a little bit odd, but it was fine. It just was a lot longer than I thought. I'm yawning just talking about it. Just kidding. But yeah, it was longer than I thought it was going to be, and reading off the names really does take forever. I wish they would do it a little bit faster, but the graduation party part actually went pretty well, and my boyfriend met everybody, and everything went great, and I'm really happy about that. And then afterwards, I just went to his house. Afterwards, well, not right away, but then I did just for a while kind of hang out there, and it was really nice. It was really hot there, but it was really nice to kind of get away and just be with him and not be in the middle and the mix of everything else, so that was nice. I don't really know if there's anything specific to say about it. If I do think of anything, I will bring it up, but for now it's just kind of the beginning thoughts about it, and just the fact that I was feeling incredibly stressed about it for no reason other than because I had to clean a lot. So yeah. Now that it's getting later, I'm going to go and walk the dogs very soon. Right here, I have my bug sprays. This is actually a homemade bug spray. It contains a lot of different kinds of essential oils. There are a lot of recipes online for it, and I wonder how much these actually work. I wonder if homemade recipes like this do the job, because mosquitoes, they like certain people and they definitely like me. But also it's said that this kind of bug spray you should just spray on your clothing, because it still is a little bit of a toss-up of how much essential oil you should put directly onto your skin. But yeah, so this is homemade bug spray. I'm gonna spray on my clothes before I go. Hello. Here's my outfit today. I like it. I like this shirt. I got it at a thrift store. It's all velvety, a nice crimson color. I think it's really pretty. So, about to pick up my sisters because it's their last day of school. It is 10:30 and nighttime routine time. Not showering today because I know that it can be bad to shower too often, so even though I did work out today, I didn't really sweat, so I'm trying to not shower. I'm gonna wash my bed sheet soon anyway, so it should be good. I'd like to talk more about this, but I have been really trying to get ethical beauty products lately. By ethical, I mean not just things like, oh, cruelty-free, because that is a lot of people and is a little bit of a low bar, but also things like making sure that they're made in an ethical way, they treat their workers well, they're sustainably sourced in the materials that they use. I'm not sure exactly, I don't do super extensive research into the products that I use, but there is a more like health food kind of store that is near me that I get products from. So this is the cleanser that I'm using. It's the Earth Science Creamy Fruit Oil Cleanser, and I feel like it does work pretty well, and I do like it, and it's a pretty good size for the price. I think that it was around $8 or $9. First, I'm just going to wash my face with that. Oh, no, first I'm going to wash my hands, because I don't want to get any dirt or anything from my hands onto my face. Just use a pump of it. It is like a creamy cleanser, so it is very light and white. And today I walked the dogs and I used sunblock on my face, so it's especially good to clean that all off. This cleanser specifically says that it's good with taking off makeup, which I have had no problem with that so far, but I think that sunscreen, at least for me, is especially hard to get off. Now I'm just going to use this fresh, clean washcloth. I change them every time that I wash my face, and I started doing this because I started getting really bad acne, and I thought, I'm just going to take all the precautions that I can to make sure that this doesn't happen again. Okay. And I always just do a little swipe of my eyebrows to rearrange them after I wash my face. So now I'm going to hang this up and let it dry, and then I can throw it in the wash when it isn't all wet and make everything mildew. Okay, now that I've dried my face, I'm going to grab this, and it is just a prescribed gel. It says tretinoin gel. I thought it was a kind of retinoid or something like that, but I think that it works quite well in making it so my face doesn't break out as much as it used to. I'll see if I can find a picture of myself when I used to have very bad... I actually don't think that I have one, personally. I don't think that I took any pictures of myself then, but it was about the length of 6 months where it just got very bad, and I never had it bad in school, so it was only when I was an adult that it began to get bad. So yeah, after about, I think it was closer to a year of it being pretty bad, they prescribed me some stuff at the doctor. I went to the doctor and was like, I don't know why this is happening right now. What's happening is different. So this has been quite helpful. The thing about this gel is that it pills very easily, but it's hard to get it to go to all the places on your face because it kind of begins to dry fairly easily. So then I try to use more of it to get it everywhere, and then it begins to pill. Especially when I try to put on a moisturizer on top of it. So what I'm going to do is what I usually do is I wait a little while until the skin has hopefully kind of soaked it in a little bit more, and then I put moisturizer on top of that after that's done. Okay, I've waited a little bit and I have my pajamas on now, and now I'm going to put on the moisturizer. So, and I'm wondering if I should do something else first. I went to the store the other day and I was out of rose water, and I like to put it in the moisturizer that I make for myself. So I bought some, but this one has a spray cap. So I was wondering if I could use that as a toner. It probably is okay. But this is the moisturizer that I use. I keep it in a little glass bottle. It's about 2 ounces, and what it is a mixture of carrier oils about halfway, and then about half of it using rose water, or if I don't have that, just regular water, and then mixing that up together and then having some essential oils in there. That's that, and I just mix it up all together. But I think I'm going to try to use the rose water as a little bit of a toner first, which also might be helpful because of the pilling that is caused, because it makes my face very dry. It actually is kind of hard to spread the oil around after I use the medication on my face. So I'm hoping that this kind of alleviates some of that dryness and then helps it actually spread around a little bit. But this spray might be kind of heavy. Let's see. It feels nice. Okay. And if there was rose water already in this, that might be a bit redundant, I know, but since there isn't this time, I can use it as a toner. And I usually put around 16 drops in my hand. Well, if you don't have a facial medication that dries out your face like I do, you'll probably need a lot less. But because of the texture that it causes on my skin and my skin to be, it does take a lot more to actually spread it all around my face. But that actually did go on a little bit easier with the rose water being there, I think. So, good to remember. Yes. Okay, just got back from the mall, and I got a few things that I think would be helpful for the trip. And I also just completely stripped my bed down, and I'm going to change the sheets. So let's see what I got. First I got this, which is something that I got at the health store place that I was talking about before. A Cure, is that how you pronounce it? I'm not exactly sure. But I know that it is more ethical than other brands are. It's not the most ethical, but it still is pretty good. And it is a stick cleanser. I wanted to get a cleanser that was a little bit smaller that could fit in my bag pretty well. And this one, you also don't have to worry about it opening and leaking because it is a stick. So let's see here. Cool. Just looks like that. It has a lot of open space at the bottom, which is kind of unfortunate, but whoa. Okay, so you just push it up. And yeah, it just says apply stick to wet face to create lather, rinse well. So it just looks like that you kind of push this up and you just boop, 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 and then you're done. So that's nice, and it is a pretty good size. It's smaller than my hand. It's not super small, but it's smaller than my hand, and I feel like that it can fit pretty well in the bag because of its shape. Just very simply cylindrical instead of having a nozzle or something. The second thing I got is this travel thing. You can see the size of it right here. It's a quite big travel toiletry bag, and it has 3 bags in total, 2 other little ones to go along with the big one. And I do like pretty big toiletry bags because I like to keep everything in there, so if I have, say, a straightener or something like that, I can put that in along with all the other toiletries instead of having it be separate. And it's kind of nice. It's just like a little pink bag. It's kind of shiny, so that's kind of cute. And I always like the combination of pink with navy. I feel like it looks really cute as well. It's another smaller bag. Nice to have different little sizes. And then this one is nice also because it has each section is sectioned off, so it's not just open, it has zippers, so then you can put stuff inside it and then hold it inside with the zippers. And then of course it's clear, so you can see everything inside of it. So I feel like that is going to be very useful for the trip, and I can hopefully pack everything that I have in terms of toiletries in these bags. I'm not going to take a lot of toiletries. I think we're going to buy things like shampoo, conditioner, and body wash there, and then just have it be for the whole family, tout it around every place, because having just 6 mini bottles of things is a little weird, since there are 6 people in the family. A lot of recycling. But the last thing is, of course, birth control, because I am not going to get my period on this trip. I'm going to skip it because screw that. And that's all. Okay, I'm going to do some packing and some cleaning. This is my suitcase. I didn't get it that long ago. It was actually around 2 years ago, but it got super banged up. It was actually when we were going to Germany and France, and the luggage got completely banged up and it was actually lost. So we had to spend a lot of time there without the suitcase and all the belongings, which was quite tough in a totally foreign place. A lot of times when I pack, what I do is I go through all of the things that I can do with the stuff that I got. And I always mime it out, and for some reason that helps. Like, I always think, okay, I need to be able to brush my teeth. Okay, for that I need toothpaste. And a toothbrush, which I'll pack later. And then, what if my lips are in need of something? Do I have lip balm? Yes, I have a little tiny little lip balm. And I kind of go on like that. Like, okay, will I be able to walk in the street and have good walking shoes? Okay, I'll take those. Or whatever. It always just kind of goes on like that. So right now, I'm kind of going to do that and see if I can pack as many things as I can, just using that technique. I don't know for sure, but I think that I have everything that I can pack in terms of toiletries packed for now. I'm going to pack some makeup eventually, and I'm going to pack the rest of my clothing after I do laundry. It's time to make the bed again. I'm going to stop vlogging for today and then going to bed. I may or may not see you tomorrow. Tomorrow might just be a day of like doing more chores, making sure that I'm completely packed. But then the next day I'm going to start filming because we're going to go to the UK the next day. If this is the last time that I see you, I will see you again soon. Bye.